Hey guys and gals, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is BNSF 6951. I am Vinny and I will be your host. This channel is all about model railroading. Model railroad layouts, model railroad layout updates, run and op sessions, tips, tricks, and techniques on scratch building, and kit bashing. I also do some rail fanning, and on Friday nights at 8 p.m. I do a live stream. Everybody is welcome to my live stream. There's a lot of stuff that goes on there, chit chats and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes I'll show a kit build, sometimes we'll just talk about model trains and so on and so forth, guest appearance and all kinds of stuff like that. If this sounds interesting to you, please hit that subscribe button, and after you hit that subscribe button, please hit that bell so you'll get notified when I do a video upload or when I do a live stream. By the way, my live streams are on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And after all of that, and I know I'm asking you guys for an awful lot, but please hit that thumbs up. That'll help my analytics with YouTube. With all that being said, here's a few words from my sponsor, and now we'll get on with the video. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. This Vinny Vid production brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. For all your model railroad needs, check out Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget, 7% discount with BNSF 6951. And by Highways and Byways, awesome street graphics for your roads and streets on your model railroad layout. If you guys are looking for sophisticated model railroad electronics, Logic Rail Technologies has what you need. For a 5% discount on certain items, use code BNSF6951. Alright guys, now it's time for the next step on your layout. Trees! I have been dealing with Bob for 7 years now, and he does excellent work on his trees. So if you need some trees on your layout, check out Long Shadow's Trees. Tell him the Cuz sent you. Alright guys, what you're looking at in front of you right now is this Taco Bell kit that Roy Hardwick has sent me quite a few months ago. And I decided, well, as long as I'm doing restaurants, I might as well get this one done too and see if I can find a place for it on my layout. Anyhow, this is what it's going to look like. And it's made by, or it's, on the bottom it says here, custom cut by Summit. I'm assuming that the kit is by Summit. There's no other markings on there who makes this kit. Taco Bell restaurant kit in N scale, and the number is TB002. The kit is going to be 4.5 inches by 3 inches by 1 3/8 inches. So with all of that being said, these are the parts that are included. And there's still a whole bag more full of parts. So we're going to start with the basic walls. As you can see, there's a lot of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 walls, plus a little couple of little extensions, plus the archways that go into the restaurant. Anyhow, with all that being said, we're going to start putting this guy together. We're going to start with the walls, of course, and this is the roof section right here, and I don't know what this is. And excuse me, here are the instructions. As you can see, it's just pictures. It doesn't say really what to do with them. But there's more pictures here. And it shows you how to put the roof together. The roof has got a gazillion pieces to it. And so on and so forth. So anyhow, with all of that being said, I'm going to start putting this guy together and see exactly what we have to do to get this kit finished. So, that being said, let me get my famous little glue out right here. I'm not going to glue anything to the foundation yet because I want to put the building together and paint it. This is going to be a little bit different than one of my usual builds. So, let's see. So we're going to take, this is the front wall, and we're going to take this side wall, no, it's this side wall right here. And they're oriented with these little tabs and little grooves right there. So basically, it can only go one way, and you'll know if you have it wrong because it won't fit. If you put it upside down, you'll see that it just won't work. There's a big old gap right there, so it can only go one way. And so, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of glue and start gluing this puppy together and see what we come up with. All right, let's put this guy over here. Alright, so we're going to take this and this, and we're going to put a little glue on here. Get this glue started. Like I said, guys, I always get my glue started before I actually apply it to the project, so there's no big glob. Okay. Alright, so there's glue on this side right now, and we're going to go ahead and put this guy in. I put glue on the back side of this one. So let's go ahead and put that guy in there, and we'll hold him there for a second or two. Oops. Oopsie. I can see there's going to be some sanding required here, but that's okay. Now, according to the picture I see, the building itself is white and just the archways get painted. So I'll probably hit this with a white primer just to give it a coat of paint. And then I'll do the archways and the beige that I have here. So, alright, that's one part right there. Make sure he's square. It looks pretty square to me. Do I have one of my squares here? I do. Alright, we'll just hold that there for a second. So far, these parts don't look like they line up very well, but we'll see. Anyhow, as you can see, I'm just starting to do the walls. I'm going to go ahead and complete all the walls. There's a couple of little extensions that have to go inside of here, and then it juts back, and then the back wall goes here. And those two little pieces are right here. I don't know if you guys can see them, but those two little pieces are right there. I'll put those in after I get the 3 walls here on. So now this guy is going to go on this side here like that, and again it can only go one way. So wait for this to dry up for a minute, and then we'll continue on. So stay tuned, and we will be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, I've got the 3 walls here assembled, and I'm waiting for the glue to set up. I don't want to move it, and I'm keeping it square on my my table mat right here. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the walls together that jet in, and that's going to require this little piece. And again, it has to be oriented correctly, otherwise what you'll get, if you try to put it in wrong, let's see if I can get this. You can see how that fits in there. But if you turn this one upside down, you'll see that it doesn't line up very well. You'll see that there's a gap up on the top there. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and put this guy together, and then we're just going to wait before we assemble all of these walls and have a basic shape of a building. So with that being said, let me go ahead and glue this. So let's see, we need to put some back here and some here. Oops, and then some on here. Now before you actually put this together, make sure that you get everything all lined up. So this is going to go towards the inside. So this has got to go this way, just the way I had it, okay? And so now we're just going to go ahead and slide that together, maybe. And you'll see if you have it on wrong, just like I just did. And I think I might have built this one backwards. Let's see. No, it's right. Yeah, so we're going to let that dry up, and then we'll do the same thing on this one, and then we'll start assembling the entire building. Why isn't it standing up? Come on, stand up, be nice. There we go. And then finally, we'll put the back wall on, and we'll see how all of this is going to look. I don't think it actually sits on the foundation. I think it actually sits around the foundation, so I'll have to wait and see about that. And also the instructions are saying to go ahead and put all these little trim rings that go inside the archways and stuff. I'm going to wait to do that because these get painted a different color than the building, so I'm going to wait on that. All right, so let's get this one done, and I'll bring you back when that's complete, and maybe I'll even have the 6 walls on here, and we'll complete this part of the video. Alright guys, as you can see, I've got all the walls assembled on here. Even though all my corners are as tight as I can get them, it's still not 100% square. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see the space that's in there up at the top here and here. But I'm going to let that go because it's the best you can do if everything is square. Other than that, this kit is pretty nice actually. Got a lot of detailed parts. Now the next thing we're going to do on this is we're going to install the front entryway and see how that goes. Now it says to mount, let me do the exact words here. It says mount the front entrance walls, the part with the square opening and the widest legs. Okay, that's this guy right here. So it's saying to go ahead and put this guy in here and mount it to the building. So that being said, we're going to do that. By the way, I did switch to the Tamiya ultra thin because it was a lot easier for me to get into corners with brush rather than using my regular glue. Anyhow, we're going to take my regular glue now, and we're going to go ahead and put just a little bit on here. All right. Come on now. You're supposed to fit. It looks like it fits. Okay. So the next step, it says to take the front entryway with the square opening and the thinner legs, like you can see right there, and mount that on top of that, squaring up all the inside edges. So we're going to give this a minute to dry up, and then we're going to do that. And that's just going to go just like that. So again, we'll just wait for this one to kind of set up a little bit, and then we'll go on to that one. And by the way, I didn't permanently glue the foundation down. I tack glued it in a couple of places just so it's easier for me to work on it. And then while this is drying up, we have a couple of other little dilly-mabobbers here that we're going to put in right here on the side of the window. You guys can see that little tab opening right there. And now this is going to form the drive-up window, whatever you want to call it. So let's see if we can get this in here without crashing everything up. And again, there's only one way that these guys can go. And I think that's the right way. I had a problem with one of the other ones also. I had to like trim the opening out to get the tab in there. And this just doesn't seem like it wants to go in there. There you go. I think that's in. No. I'll try doing it the other way, but I don't think the other way is right. Maybe it is. No? Come on. I don't want to go in. Alright, what I'm probably going to have to do is either file this one down or scrape that one open a little bit to get this one in. And there's another one on the other side exactly like this. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll bring you back when I get that done. So stay tuned. We'll be back here shortly. Alright guys, as we continue on with this build, you'll see that I have installed these little extensions for the wall, because that's where the side entrance door is going to be put, and I also did the one on this side where the drive-up window is going to be. So now, I'm not quite sure what these instructions are trying to say, but the next step would be it says to wrap a strip around here. It says mount the wall strip on the lip of the inner front wall as shown. Now the picture's not very clear of what they're saying. I get an idea of what they're trying to say, but I'm not 100% sure. And then the next picture, they show the front entry with a square sitting up next to it, which again is not a very clear picture. Anyhow, I'm going to wait to do those 2 steps right there, and I'm going to go ahead and start mounting the other. There we go. So the next step, it says glue on the 2 tall side walls as shown. And so they're talking about these 2 guys right here. So I'm going to, same thing as the front, I'm going to glue one on top of the other, and then it sits inside of the extension walls there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now I switch back to my regular glue. It's just easier for me to work with. So I'm going to put a little bead down here. And these little extension walls were a pain in the butt to get in it and to stay. All right. So now we'll take the taller of the 2 and we'll stick it between those walls, making sure they're flush out the end. All right, we're going to let that sit for a minute so it sets up. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, on the other side, they're giving me these 2 pieces, and these are exactly the same. And it's not showing where to use the 2 pieces. 1 piece is going to be on this side here, which is okay. But I don't understand what the second piece is for. So we'll have to wait and see when we get to that side. Let's see how we're looking here. Looks like we can come out just a little bit. Yeah, that's looking good. Sorry about that. So now we'll go ahead and put this side on. Okay, it's supposed to fit. Well, it's supposed to go on the outside. Maybe this one goes on the outside. Let me see what it says about that one. Glue the 2 top side walls are shown. Glue the drive-through window wall to the inside of the opening on the left side of the building. So it needs to go on the inside. All right, so I guess maybe it needs a little Cousin Vinny brutality here. I don't know. It seems that maybe this one's smaller. No, it doesn't make sense. I'm thinking that this guy's got to go on the outside. Yeah, this picture is not very clear. They're black and white pictures, but it's not showing. I think what's going to happen is the window itself is going to go between, which that makes sense like that, because that looks like it'll fit, and then this will go on the outside. All right, I think I got it now. So basically, these pieces, the instructions are not very clear on this, but this piece has to sit on the outside of these 2 pieces right here. I'm just looking at something here. Something's not 100% correct. All right, I'm going to see what's wrong with this. This doesn't look right here, so I'm going to go take a look and see what's going on with that. So I'll be back in a little bit. All right, guys, as you can see, I've completed all the entryways and drive-up window and so on and so forth. I will make a disclosure that, excuse me, earlier on in this video I told you that it wasn't lining up correctly in the corners here. It was my fault. I was having problems with this little guy right here. I kept putting him in the wrong way. Like I said, there's only one way that these guys can go. And so I finally figured that out, and as you can see, let's see if we can go there. I got a nice tight fit between the foundation and all the walls. So, with that being said, this is going to be the end of part A of this Taco Bell build. This is a very nice kit. Actually, it's got a lot of details that I'm going to be doing in the next video, along with the roof section. It's got a little trim that got to go around all these windows and stuff like that. And so most likely when I bring this back to you guys, it will be painted. I'm thinking of using a textured paint for where the white's supposed to be, and then I have a beige that will fit the archways pretty nicely. There's also a trim that needs to go around the tops here, and so on and so forth. So that'll be in part 2 of the video of this build on Taco Bell. This company is Summit Custom Cuts.com. Anyhow, with all that being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video. And as always, your questions, comments, inputs, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. BNSF 6951 out.